Hey! The Cinematic Flashbacks welcomes you to the channel. Today I'm going to explain Teen Wolf. 15 years subsequent to leaving Guide Slopes, Scott currently runs a creature cover in Los Angeles, bordered to Deaton's new center, and is at this point not in that frame of mind with Malia. Lydia works at an energy organization in San Francisco, has said a final farewell to Styles in the wake of getting a repetitive vision of his demise in a fender bender, and has not utilized her banshee capacities since. Derek, Malia, and Peter presently run an auto mechanics shop, from which Derek's 15-year-old child Eli tirelessly takes Styles' neglected Jeep. Damaged by seeing his dad's werewolf structure as a small kid, Eli experiences swooning fits at whatever point he changes, which obstructs his different capacities and has stressed his relationship with Derek. Malia has as of late started an easygoing relationship with Parrish, who is unobtrusively sharp for them to turn into a genuine couple. Bricklayer has joined the Guide Slopes police force, for whom Derek goes about as a powerful expert. Liam lives in Japan and runs an eatery with his kitsune sweetheart Hikari Zhang, and they monitor the urn containing the Najitsune. A hooded figure goes after the cafe and liberates the Najitsune, with which the figure shapes a coalition. The hooded figure sets various flames in the Guide Slopes backwoods, utilizing a synthetic enhancement, while Scott, Lydia, and Chris get dreams of a spooky Allison in trouble. They hypothesize her spirit is caught in Bardo and can't continue on until they play out a custom, for which Lydia produces jumbled directions. They return to Signal Slopes alongside Jackson, who assists them with unraveling the excess guidelines. During a full moon, Scott, Lydia, and Malia bring an example of Earth starting from the earliest stage Allison kicked the bucket at Oak Creek, and the sword of the Oni that killed her, to the Nemeton, which out of the blue revives an oblivious Allison. She stirs an emergency clinic with amnesia, holding just divided recollections of her family and their quarrel with Derek and no memory of Scott or her different companions. She goes after Malia, Scott, and safety officers prior to escaping. Deaton understands the Najitsune has been having Chris and making the dreams of Allison altogether stunt Scott's pack into bringing her resurrected. The Najitsune utilizes the Nemeton's ability to truly appear prior to killing a Kitsune cop and bridling his energies to make 9 Oni. It then, at that point, approaches Allison, proposing to assist her with taking out Scott, asserting that he obliterated her loved ones. She goes after Derek and Eli at the secondary school, yet Liam and Hikari save Derek, while Allison pursues Eli to the auto mechanics shop. Scott salvages him, and she chases them both through the forest while thusly being sought after by Chris, Melissa, and Peter. Scott defies Allison on a bluff edge, attempting to inspire her to converse with him, and eventually lets her wound him with a wolfsbane-covered blade and take him to the town's arena, where a lacrosse match is occurring, to involve him as lure until the end of his pack. He figures out how to set off a greater amount of her recollections, including a few subtleties of their relationship, and she wears the wolfsbane out of him and structures a détente with him against the Najitsune. The Oni steal Liam, Hikari, Derek, Eli, Noah, Artisan, and Deaton, and the Najitsune keeps them locked down in an illusionary bardo. While Malia and Parrish accumulate silver weapons with which to kill the Oni, Lydia and Jackson analyze one of the discharge scenes, understanding that rowan trees were copied to create mountain debris. Lydia understands the guilty party is Adrian Harris, who has been sequestered from everything since his clear murder, faulting Scott's pack for his incidents and plotting retribution against them. The Najitsune discharges Eli to create turmoil, while Harris encompasses the arena with mountain debris, shoots Jackson, and catches Lydia, driving her to watch her companion's predicament so the Najitsune can benefit from her aggravation. Scott and Allison battle the Oni while Eli liberates the prisoners, and Lydia represses Harris with Jackson's assistance and produces a shout that completely reestablishes Allison's recollections. Scott convinces the Najitsun to let every other person go, assuming Allison executes him, and she hesitantly shoots him in the chest with 3 bolts. However, Hikari's Kitsune soul safeguards him from hurt. Parrish consumes the mountain debris, and he, Malia, Melissa, Chris and Peter arrive at the others in Bardo. The rejoined pack kill the Oni while Scott, Derek and Eli overwhelm the Najitsun. Derek controls it until Parrish burns them both, with Derek's eyes becoming red in his last minutes, turning into a genuine alpha through his demonstration of generosity. The Bardo deception breaks up, and the pack return in the arena. At Derek's burial service, Noah hands down responsibility for Jeep to Eli. Scott continues his relationship with Allison, in spite of the fact that she is attempting to acclimate to her restoration. Parrish has Harris focused on Icon House.
Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing.